I'm going to start this video off with a comment by one of my viewers here on one of my videos. Now, it's Jonathan. Now, no, I don't plan to visit Indiana. I'll probably spend most of my winter here in the Valley of the Sun. That's what we call the Phoenix metro area. I live just west of Phoenix in Avondale, but we call the whole valley. There's a dozen or so cities part of the Valley of the Sun. But anyway, I'll probably spend the winter around, checking gas furnaces, heat pumps, that type of thing, doing electrical appliances, that type of thing. No, I won't be anywhere near Indiana. Now, the couple of things that you might do, you might to reach out to somebody on social media, YouTube or TikTok or Facebook. I know they do have meetup groups. Now, if you or anyone does meet up with somebody, you want to do it in a very public place. You want to let some of your family or friends know that you're going to meet somebody, and have a couple of code words that if they call you, one code word means everything's fine. Another code word means that they send up a trouble, and you know law enforcement should be notified. Just that type of thing. More than likely, anybody you meet up with is gonna be fine. But you do want to take a handful of precautions. Like I said, meet up in a park or library, restaurant. I'd kind of avoid meeting somebody up at a bar, especially if you're driving, because you might want to have a few drinks, and that would create some other problems. But I said I don't plan to be in Indiana. Now, I did a YouTube search with a guy that had video. I think his YouTube channel was like living in Indianapolis or something like that. You might want to look him up and see if he's looking for somebody to make collab videos with. I have no idea. You might live in a unique little town that he's never heard of, and rural part of Indiana, or you might know of an area that he might be interested in. Put that out there that you do. I mean, if you do know of some interesting places in your part of the world that others might not have, offer him something that would be of interest to his channel. If you do have stuff like that, um, I said. Another thing I want to cover now. Well, there may be a handful of chicks that know me personally that do watch my videos. I'm looking for somebody to make a collab video. Maybe downtown Phoenix or some of the other cities, maybe Glendale or Mesa. Where we just do now a tag team video is where one of us will drive and find a free parking spot. The other one will walk a block or two. Get dropped off. Video from a block or two, some of the interesting houses, businesses in that area, and then we'll change. We'll drive to another free parking spot while the other person is making some videos of a different area. That's just a tag team video, what I call a tag team video. Now, if anybody's interested, let me know. Now, there's a couple places in Phoenix that I'll probably have to go down by myself. Like the Zone. There's that one motel, the San Carlos. Now I know where I can park. Behind a Goodwill. It's free parking back there. I can just park, go into Goodwill for a few minutes, just look around, and then walk down. It's about a quarter of a mile walk down to San Carlos. Go down there with my ghost meter, walk in front of San Carlos. Just with my ghost meter out so I can pick up everything. Another place I'd like to do is the old Westwood Ho building. That used to be, a hotel. Now I'm told it's a housing area for for old guys. Now I could imagine that place has probably got a ghost or three hanging out at the old Westwood Ho. That's that building on Central that has that big old antenna on top of it. It used to be a radio station, but I don't think they do anything now. Like I said, if some chick here in the valley, or some chick that knows me personally, is interested in doing a tag team collab video with me, with or without a YouTube channel, with or without anything romantic, let me know. You'll comment here on this video, or let me an email. Let me know. Okay, love y'all. Let's keep life interesting. And for Jonathan, I hope you find somebody back in Indiana that you can either just spend a little bit of time with or make YouTube videos or whatever. Okay, bye bye. Love y'all.